It's Psych Ups with Brian. We're back. After the weekend, we had a really awesome weekend, and I'm wearing pink as a belated nod to Mother's Day. We had a very special gathering here. You guys love Lynette as we do, and she's a wonderful mother to our three kids. So we did a special thing. And a lot of you guys know that we went to the Chris Isaac concert on Friday night. And yes, Lynette got up on stage and danced around and gave Chris Isaac a hug. And we brought two big balloons. He has a song called Two Hearts. So I got these two big red balloons. And you don't even believe the negotiations I had to do with the security staff to get these balloons in there and the manager. And I started like right at the beginning, and I had to I had to have about 5 conversations to get these balloons in there. But I got them in there. And then when they started playing Two Hearts, we started waving them around. And Chris Isaac, at the end of the song, he said, "What's the deal with the balloons?" We said, "It's our 40th wedding anniversary." And he made a big deal. He congratulated us, and he actually dedicated the next song to us. And then after the song was actually Roy Orbison's "Only the Lonely." And after the song, he goes like this to us. And it was really, really kind of spectacular. So a big, huge, fun time. I mean, I love the music. If we had not gotten any recognition from the stage, that would have been fine. But it ended up that we were kind of big superstars, and reminded us of when we used to be on the road all the time. Everybody was coming over and saying, "Hey, take your picture with us, take your picture with us." And we were taking pictures with everybody. It was a lot of fun. So just wanted to update you on that. It was a blast. And then of course, Mother's Day is awesome. So guys, that's what you want in life. You want some peak experiences like that. That's why we work hard. That's why we put our effort in and try to help others. Obviously, we want to help others with our work, and that's a big thing. We have a mission at our work of wanting to help sellers and buyers with their real estate, solutions, and help them, sell their house easily for a good price and a good deal and a win-win-win all the way around. So you're out there helping customers, doing great for your business, and making money. And that's why we make the money, so we can afford to get front row seats. There was a whole bunch of things that had to happen to lead to that, us getting that super fun time. The first step was me pulling the trigger on front row seats. Front row seats are kind of expensive, but I saw they were available and I grabbed them, and I'm really, really happy I did. If we weren't in the front row, probably couldn't have pulled that off. So it was, that, but obviously those are not cheap tickets. So you want to make the money so you can afford stuff like that. So we all need income streams, MIS, multiple income streams, to have our peak experiences in life. So let's all really get focused, because this summer is a game changer. This summer coming up everything's going to be different after this summer. All right. And part of that is you're going to start using Psych Ups, which is coming this summer. And so that'll be a part of your new mentality and approach and lifestyle. And then you're going to have a lot of success, and you're going to be very successful in 2025. It's going to be a great year for you and a great summer here. So let's focus up. What do you guys got to say this morning? Go Lynette. Yes. The show was awesome. Yes, as I explained. And yes, Lynette was on stage dancing around. I got to show you guys the video. Good morning. Actually, everybody came up to us at the end because they knew we couldn't shoot video. And they said, "Oh, here, share my video." So a lot of people sent us videos who we didn't even know. And then this was the weirdest thing. My brother and his wife, we didn't even know they were going. And we were walking through the casino to get to the showroom. And there's my brother and his wife. It was crazy. And so they got to see Lynette get up on stage, and they got to see Chris Isaac make a big deal out of it. So it was really fun. A lot of fun. Yes. Yeah, a lot of negotiating to get those balloons in there, but that's why we got Chris Isaac dedicating a song to us. How awesome is that? Yeah, great experience. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Income stream. So that's how we make those peak experiences happen in life. Yeah, so we had an awesome time. It lived up to every expectation. I've been looking forward for it for 2 months. We saw Chris Isaac at the Mesa Amphitheater about 20 years ago. So this was a real special thing for our 40th, and everything was awesome. So let's all shoot for peak experiences. I want you to plan out that was a peak experience, right? Going to a concert, getting recognized from stage, having everybody wishing us a congratulations on our 40th. Pretty cool. So, what are some peak experiences that you've got coming up or that you can create? Because we created that experience. I found out Chris Isaak was coming to town and I said, honey, we haven't seen him for a long time. Let's go. And that just started the whole thing. So start thinking about where your next peak experience is going to come from. Doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive, but sometimes if you spend the money, that's how you get there. Okay. Like this, I mean, there was no way to get there unless we spent a pretty good amount of money. So great vacations are peak experiences, great concerts and things like that, and very memorable. It was a great day too. We went to Don Shula's Prime Steakhouse and maybe had the best meal I've ever had in my life. It was the best filet mignon with these whipped potatoes and this bread service that was amazing. I mean, everything was just really wow. Even the tea was incredible. So maybe the best meal I ever had, plus the best concert we ever went to. So think of those peak experiences and what you can do. Christmas time is always a good time for peak experiences. So start thinking about what you're going to do this year to create peak experiences in your life and to share those with your loved ones and your family and friends. All right, so let's plan those out. I'm planning peak experiences. Let's do that. I'm planning peak experiences. All right, and then we're going to live those. You plan them first, and then you manifest that peak life. Okay, ready? That's our affirmation. I'm planning peak experiences 3 times on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm planning peak experiences. I'm planning peak experiences. Kind of a mouthful. I'm planning peak experiences. Yay. All right. Good job, guys. So 3 deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. Hold it a little bit. I played pickleball this morning and won every match. 7-0. So that's pretty good. Another one, deep breath in. No, it wasn't exactly a peak experience, but it was very enjoyable to go undefeated at pickleball. One more. If you ever visit us in Arizona and you're a pickleballer, let us know you're coming. We have great pickleball courts. We'll take you out there and give you a lesson. All right, so guys, awesome to see you. Let's all have an incredible week, and let's start thinking about what we have to do to marshal our forces to create some peak experiences in life and some peak experiences in our business buying properties. That's always a peak experience when you buy another house. So let's do great this year. Let's have the best year of our lives. Until I see you next time on Friday, keep expecting success, getting awesome training from the Wolves, and taking action. Yes.